Welcome to video 3.2, Point of Reference, Creating a Dot Plot. In the previous video, we took a look at the tactical dashboard example. In this video, we'll start building it, beginning with dot plot charts. Two chart types are commonly referred to as dot plots. The first has been used since before the dawn of computers. This classic dot plot visualizes distributions, that is, collections of data points that, altogether, form some sort of statistical pattern. For relatively small collections of data, they can provide more insight than a more conventional histogram. They look deceptively simple based on sophisticated statistical theory. The second is also known as the Cleveland dot plot. This one was actually designed to enable more accurate judgments of data values than even the venerable bar chart. Its at-a-glance accuracy makes it ideal for tactical dashboards. Now you might wonder, why statistical charts for tactical dashboards? Business is increasingly powered by AI and machine learning algorithms. These tools apply sophisticated statistical models to big data. To truly understand their output, you need some insight into the underlying statistics. In other words, in today's business world, tip-top tacticians need to be savvy statisticians. You heard it here first. Let's get started. Open up Power BI and choose Get Data. We'll bring in our customer table from section 1. Choose Text CSV and Connect. Bring in customer data by clicking Open, and when you see the sample, click Load. Now we have our base table. Next, we need our shopping cart data. This time, click the Get Data button's label, drop down to Text CSV, and bring in Cart CSV from the same folder. Click Load. We'll also need some reference tables to define the shopping cart process. We'll go back to Get Data's dropdown, but this time choose Excel. Open cartmetadata.xlsx. When the navigator pops up, check off the two named tables, Cart Stages and Sources. Then click Load. This data should serve us for the rest of this section. The dot plot visuals are both in the Marketplace, so we'll go to the Visualization Palette's ellipsis and choose Import from Marketplace. In Search, we'll type dot and hit Enter. We'll start with dot plot, so click Add, and then OK when it imports. Click the dot plot icon to drop the visual, and we're going to drag it out to the top here, about 8.5 by 2, and then go into focus mode. From Cart Stages, we'll bind stage name to category. Now, the stages are the steps in our shopping cart checkout process. Users often give up before their order is shipped, and the purpose of this tactical dashboard is to help managers find out why. So next, from Cart, we'll drag Customer ID to Values. We'll measure the count of customer IDs, which means the number of customers that give up at the given stage. We can quickly see that most of our customers only get as far as shopping, which means browsing our website or app. This isn't surprising. So, back to the report, and let's look at a visual inspired by Cleveland dot plots. Once again, import from Marketplace, and we'll again type dot in the search, hit Enter. This time we're after dot plot by MAQ Software. Click Add, and then OK when it imports. Click in the canvas to clear the selection, and then click the new icon to create the new plot. Stick it up under the first one, and into focus mode. This one can show count of customer ID by stage name as well. We'll need to put stage name in axis category 1, since axis is a vertical axis and they would all stack in the middle otherwise. Then drag customer ID to value. We can also set the bubble size, for example by dragging order ID to bubble size and choosing count. We can quickly see that shopping is dominant. Here you can see how this style of plot minimizes chart ink by only showing a dot at the actual value. This gives us room for more dimensions. For example, add source from sources as the axis. Sources are apps and sites that refer customers to our website, either through our ads, searches, or social media recommendations. We can now see that the distribution of sources contributing to each stage. For more insight, let's try swapping dimensions. Drag source down to axis category 1, and then replace it by dragging stage name up to axis. We're now grouped by source. The large dots across the top are our shopping customers, who look but don't buy. Direct is the source most dominated by shopping. It represents customers who arrived at our site by typing the URL into their browser address bar. This suggests something about our homepage is turning them away. If you find the dots for the rest of the images are overlapping, especially when you go back to the report, pop over to the Format pane and turn Jitter Effect on. This spreads the columns out, making data points easier to distinguish. That's a good start to our tactical dashboard, so save your work. In the next video, we'll conclude our foray into statistical visualizations with box and whisker plots.